Hi, my name is Jerry Gonzales. I'm the artist for Dusk Redo. How I got involved with Dusk is around like 2005, 2006. I was volunteering at a comic convention and bumped into David, and him and I kind of had the same passion for comics. Both independent creators and wanting to get our work out there. We started talking about his comic Dusk and what he had in mind for the book and what he wanted to do. I was all for it because I was really hungry for work for to get my work out there as a comic artist. So jumped in, said, all right, let's see where this goes. And since then I've been working with him with different books along the way. The art style, initially when I started working with David, was more of a manga style. It's very influenced by Fred Perry, who's an American manga artist. Draws for a comic called Gold Diggers. Published it himself in over the years, and he's kind of got really inspired by that. But the style was kind of similar to his, and you know, it was it was something at the time that I felt I was comfortable with. But I didn't really truly challenge myself. Over the years, started doing, different issues with David and, did some other side work along the way and, just really started like pushing myself into becoming a better artist, or at least not in the sense of better artist, but more of really finding my voice with my work. With Dusk Redo, that's the basic accumulation of the years of trying to improve what I do as an artist, really taking chances along the way. Back then, I was strictly traditional, pen, ink, everything, just no digital, nothing. And now, fast forward to this current comic, I'm strictly digital now. I've started doing colors and lettering and just really doing everything, learning from it over the years. Especially with being a colorist along the way. I'm fairly new to it, even though I've been kind of coloring since for about mm, close to 10 years. But I'm still learning, still improving my work, still improving, and I think this book kind of shows that compared to what I worked on initially. Redoing this one comic, it definitely shows like how I see things as a storyteller, and I've learned a lot over the years, with getting the experience that I have and having David, take a chance on me with, what I can do. And I was able to kind of experiment and really find my voice, with really, discovering, what style am I giving out? Like what is the style that says this is the accumulation of what I've worked on, what I've like pushed, and what I've like drive to be a comic artist. And it really shows. It shows a big change in those years, and it shows a lot of more experience, a lot more wisdom with my work. A little bit more. I'm more careful of how I tell this story. I'm not overdoing it on certain areas, and you know, but I'm giving like important information that makes sense to this comic. And I think you guys will like it. I think this book is a major passion of ours, and I think it'll show when you read this comic.